Hello guys, welcome back to another brand new video. Welcome back to F1 Championship Sprint Mode. If you haven't checked out the first one, I recommend you go and do so. We're going to go straight in. Why are we going to waste any time? We are not going to waste any time. It's 5 laps. We are back in Red Bull in Austin and we are on the way. We are in 16th place as we're going to challenge the Williams into the first corner. We've got Lewis Hamilton, Bottas into the first corner. We're going to dive bomb a few cars, nearly getting into the points. We are in the points. We are actually in 9th position. We've done a legal overtake on Ericsson, but we are not giving that place back. It's just not worth giving the place back. We're going to lose much more time than 3 seconds. So we're going to press on in 9th place. A slightly off the track there, slight corner cuts. We get that 3-second time penalty as expected, but we are now behind Lewis Hamilton. We are always seem to be battling with Lewis Hamilton somewhere on the track. And we're going to be going down to the first DRS zone, but we don't get DRS until the 3rd lap. We're going to go dive up the inside of Lewis Hamilton, and now we are behind Hulkenberg for the straight, and hopefully we get a decent amount of slipstream and challenge him into the corner. Building up, and we're going to switch to the inside as usual, and we're going to go down the inside. We're going to challenge the Toro Rosso as well. Nearly bump into his side pod, nearly took him out, but this time we do go down the inside and we do take that position away, and that is quick work of the Toro Rosso. Now 6th place, we're up to 6th place on the first lap. Now we're going to come up to Verline. This should be easy, but for some reason on sprint mode they do seem a bit too slow, or they're hesitant is probably the word I'm looking for. But that completes lap 1, and we're going to go on to lap 2 in 5th place as we overtook Verline on the last corner. We've got Fernando Alonso in front, which again should be easy pickings, which it is. That Honda is absolutely diabolical in a straight line or in any sort of engine power you need. It just does not live up to the hype which Honda did actually have. And it's going to give us a lot of championship points towards our tally without the rivals actually anywhere near us. But we're going to overtake 2 on the straights, diving through past Kevin Magnussen, and now we're going to hunt down 1st place already on the 2nd lap of this race, which is just outstanding, just absolutely shocking. Coming up to the last corner of lap 2, we're going to go on to lap 3. Slightly compromised exit there. Grosjean gets fastest lap. We are going to give it all we have to try and get this 1st place without throwing anything away, because we're in a decent position here. We do have a 3-second time penalty, which means we do have to kind of skate away from Kevin Magnussen behind us. He is actually going to get DRS, which we're going to have to go full defensive mode here to keep him behind. Try and break the slipstream on the straight so he can't get the maximum amount of power and less drag on the straight. But I think we've got this one covered. He doesn't dive down the inside, so that's absolutely fine. We keep our 2nd position on the 3rd lap. And coming to the end of lap 3, going on to lap 4, we haven't really made that much gain on Grosjean. He's still, we do get fastest lap though, so we are catching Grosjean, but it's just not enough, which we actually need, because we still need to get 3 seconds in front of Grosjean if we're going to win this race. Obviously we do have that 3-second time penalty, so we're going to have to really step on it here, use all the power, use all the performance we have without running out of fuel. You do not want to run out of fuel, especially at this stage. We're in 2nd place, we're in such a good position. Again, it's going to be touch and go to see if Magnussen actually does get the DRS, but I think we're going to have it covered. He's not as close as the last lap, so we should be able to keep hold position on the straight. In lap 4, we have stayed in this position for a while, but we just can't catch up to Grosjean. He's actually, or we can't catch up to him enough of what we actually need. So I will settle for 2nd place as well. It's not an absolute urgency, because we do have a lot of gap, or a lot of cars, should I say, in between our actual championship rivals, so that should be absolutely fine.
This is your final lap of the race.
Final lap of the race to catch Grosjean. We're still not really gaining on him. We're still he's got a comfortable he's got a comfortable gap in front of us. So I don't think Grosjean's worried. I'm pretty sure his engine has been actually told him that we have a 3-second time penalty, and then the teammates behind us. So I think Grosjean's looking a bit calm at this minute. He's absolutely fine with this position. He knows if we do overtake him, he's not going to fight hard. Though they don't fight hard anyway, the AI, but that's not the point. So, yeah. Hopefully we get DRS. We are catching him at a rate and not on this lap, though. We're actually making our performance gain or our performance gap actually look like we are in a better car. Because at the minute it looks like Haas is actually in a better car. But, yeah. We have DRS going towards Romain Grosjean, gaining every so slightly. We are going to catch him into the braking zone, and we are a lot closer on this lap. Come up to the last few corners of the race now. We're going to have to do something special if we're going to win this race. It's looking ever so unlikely, but I think it was an unfair penalty, so I'm going to class this as a... But we could dive down inside of Grosjean on the last corner of the race, and we do come across the line in first, but that will be third at the end of it because of Kevin Magnussen being too close. But I'm going to count that as my own personal win because I don't think the penalty was actually fair.
And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So there we are, third place in the Red Bull. We did have that time penalty, but fourth place was too far behind. So we move on to Belgium. Now, Belgium is going to be a bit difficult for us. Obviously, got that long straight. We're not exactly the best or the quickest car in the straight, but we are leading the championship. As you can see, we are starting last, if you know the rules of sprint championship. So that's 5 laps, and we are off. We're going to take this cautionally. We're not going to risk anything. We are leading the championship. Although we do need to get points, and that, if we're going to get stuck behind Magnussen on the corner into first one, and that's not ideal. We're still 20th into the first corner, but we're going to try and out-drag Magnussen down the lead up to Eau Rouge. Hopefully get ahead of him. We do get ahead of him, and that's a huge slide on Eau Rouge. Got way too anxious, way too eager, should we say, on Eau Rouge, and that is not a good start. That is an absolutely atrocious start to this Grand Prix. We do really need to press on now. We do need to make up or fight as hard as we possibly can to get points. We need points to keep this championship going. And we're gonna still again. Kevin Magnussen is actually blocking us from getting through. She's absolutely fine. They're actually fighting this in this Grand Prix, which is actually amazing. Normally they just leave the door open down the inside. There you go, mate. You go through. You have fun. You go and catch up. Don't worry about my championship. You're the main contender. And we're touching Kevin Magnussen as we go down into the corner. And now we have Sebastian Vettel in front of us, which is not going to be easy at all in the Ferrari. So we're going to have to be wary into the first corner. Is he going to make a dive into the first corner? We're going to really need to defend this position here. We cannot afford to be last on the first lap. But instead, we go for a dive bomb on Sebastian Vettel and we squeeze him out on the corner. He's still there on the inside. And we can't go anywhere because Grosjean parked his car on the curb. We literally have nowhere to go, and Sebastian Vettel re-overtakes us. But we're going to get him tuck in the slipstream. We're going to go into the first corner, dive bomb, and we have overtaken both of them. Both the Ferrari. We've gone wide though, which means the Ferrari can still get back up the inside. Sebastian Vettel has retaken that position, and now we've got a fighty-looking Grosjean. Let's not make it too abreast into the Eau Rouge. Can we make this corner? We can make it this corner this time, and we are in the slipstream prime position against Sebastian Vettel. Going to switch to the inside, have the inside line for the corner. A drag race. Grosjean is still there. He's got the ultimate amount of slipstream. We're going to go for a dive bomb. We can't get past him. No, we're going to switch back. Sebastian Vettel has gone wide. I think we did touch him. He's touched us onto the gravel. And again, we've lost places. Grosjean has also touched us. Kevin Magnussen is on all over the back of us for 19th place out of 20. This has not gone well in the Belgian Grand Prix. We really do need to get some points if we're going to keep the championship going. But at this stage, it does not look likely. And now Grosjean is going to get absolutely minced by us. Sebastian Vettel is still there. He can't make up any place as well. We're going to go around the outside of Sebastian Vettel, and that's payback on the last corner, going into the third lap. And now we're going to need to try and catch up to Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to go for a dive bomb for Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate. Luckily, he saw it coming, but no, he's still there on the outside. And Red Bull boss Christian Horner is not going to be happy if we both go into Eau Rouge and touch. We got a very slow McLaren Honda in front of us as well. This is not going to end well. Two of us is going to stream past Fernando Alonso. Who's going to get the better of it? I'm going to get better of it. I was in this slipstream, and now Daniel Ricciardo has given up and has gone straight past Alonso. So has Daniel Ricciardo. So has Sebastian Vettel. But we're going to hold this position off, and we are in 15th. We are finally making gains in this Grand Prix, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. We are in third. We're on the third lap, P15, with a whole bunch of cars in front of us. Carlos Sainz is our next target. It's going to be difficult, but we have to press on. Daniel Ricciardo is not looking happy behind us. He wants revenge. He wants to take that position back, and he feels like he's the main man, the first driver in this Red Bull team. But we're going to slam him. We're going to slam his ambitions. We are not going to let him pass at all, or we're at least not going to make it easy. But he's got a huge slipstream down this straight. We're going to weave all over the track, which is not fair at all. If I was on the other end of that, I would not be happy. Are we going to go for a dive bomb? We are going to go for a dive bomb on Carlos Sainz. Van Dorn as well. Can't quite be touched as well. He keeps the position, but at least we get one position. Around, and we're going to go for a dive bomb, are we? Yes. Van Dorn just left the corner open, but he gets a better exit as well. But because his McLaren Honda is nowhere near the straight line speed where they hoped it would be, we just sail straight past as if he was not even there. So our next target is Daniel Fiat. We're going to cut to the chase, and we're going to go up the inside of him, make easy work of him. He was not putting up much of a fight. Now we've got Pascal Wehrlein in the Sauber in front of us. But Daniel Kvyat is still there on the outside. He's not going to give up easily, but he's just going to have to concede that place. We were so far in front into that corner. And now we're going to chase down Pascal Wehrlein for 11th place. We might get some points yet if we can dispose of him before the last corner, which should be quite easy as we are already making a huge gain on him into the last corner, into the last chicane. We do outbrake him. We're on the outside, which switches to the inside for the corner, and that is 11th place. Nicely taken. And we get DRS as well, so we can scoot away from him onto the last lap. Caught up to the back of Sergio Perez now. He's got Ericsson in front of him, which is slow. He's going to be slow. Are we going to go for a dive bomb on the inside? Yes, we are, but we can't make it stick. I was about to say Sebastian Vettel's gone wide. Yep, Sebastian Vettel's gone wide, lads. Sergio Perez went wide. We couldn't capitalise on it. We were too slow off the corner. Now Sergio Perez is going to sprint away in this fast section of the track. And now this is where we make gains into the slower corners. He's still got Ericsson in front of him, sorry. We're technically in front of us as well. I mean, we are still behind Sergio Perez with much interest. And look at that, terrible exit, too much curb. And we are losing ground rapidly into the last corner of the last lap. It's not looking likely we are going to get points, but anything can happen. Sergio Perez can still knock off Ericsson, which he doesn't do. He takes it cautiously. He knows he's got a point in this race. He's not going to risk anything, and we get the DRS, but it's too late. And that is going to be P11 for the Belgian Grand Prix.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
So that's 11th place in the race, and Kimi Raikkonen has won that Belgian Grand Prix, which means he's probably going to be leading the championship, which means we need to get a shift on in Austria, which is going to be the next race. And that is going to be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to see more Sprint Mode Championship. And have a good day. Peace.